Hello, everybody. Happy Monday. Happy start to November. Halloween is over. We are headed into Thanksgiving, or you may already be decorating for Christmas. We saw a couple of Christmas trees already up when we were driving around our neighborhood. Going to get a little bit of controversial topic tonight. The election is tomorrow, if you don't know. Obviously a joke. Everybody knows. It's literally everywhere, and that's kind of what I want to discuss tonight. Both parties doing both good and bad things when it comes to marketing, regardless of what your political views are at all. This video is going to be talking about what you can learn from what I have noticed something that the Trump administration's campaign is doing extremely right when it comes to being online and social presence as far as the stuff they're doing. So we're going to dive into that, and we're going to talk about exactly what you can learn and take back and implement into your own business to create some more exposure and hopefully drive in some more customers. So let's go ahead and dive right in. Now, what I have in front of me here is the Facebook Ad Library Report. Essentially, this is a breakdown that Facebook gives access to users to see who's advertising on their platform, how much money are they spending, things like that. So this data is public information. So I can come down here and scroll down and see, for example, over the last 90 days, who's spending the most money with Facebook? Who is advertising the most? Obviously, right now, the presidential race is completely taking over the Facebook ad library. If you've been on Facebook at all in the past 3-4 months, literally all you've seen is political ads. And that's exactly what this is showing here. We can see, in the last day, both party campaigns have spent, north of $500,000 per day on Facebook ads. So, what's one thing to take away from this shorter training that you should be doing more of that these people are doing? Spending money on Facebook. If you look at this and you see who is spending the most money, they know where their audience is at, and this is the reason that they're spending so much money on this platform, because people are on Facebook. Spend the money to reach them. It doesn't cost a ton. You don't got to spend $500,000 to reach an entire country for a day. Just spend $5 a day and reach people 5 miles around your restaurant. You can do just as well for yourself off that little tiny budget. So spend money. Both are doing a good job doing that. You can see Joe Biden is actually spending a little bit more than Donald Trump is. But what is Trump doing right? Why is the title of this specific video, learn from what the Trump campaign is doing correct to take back to your own business? Well, the thing that Trump does that smokes the Biden administration out of the water is live video content. The reason that Trump literally is everywhere you look, regardless of what platform you pull up, is simply because of the live videos that he does. I've got Google here, for example, not signed into my own profile, so it doesn't, show me specific ads or whatever to myself. I'm going to search YouTube Live and click on the first link here. And what you're going to see is exactly what I've been talking about. If we look at Live now, President Trump, Hold America, whatever rally. If we click on this video and wait for the ad to play, let me mute it so Facebook doesn't ban me or whatever. There's probably, 3,000-4,000 people at this rally right now that Trump's holding in, where is he at today? Wherever this is. He's had like 6 or 7 rallies today. There's probably 3,000 or 4,000 people here, but he's live on YouTube. 161,000 people are watching this video on YouTube Live right now. And this is just one video. This is only one of the videos. If we look at another one, here's another channel that's showing, urgent Trump rallies. There's 2,000 people watching that one. Here's another one, 75,000 people watching this. There's only 2,000 to 3,000 people at these rallies, but there are hundreds of thousands of millions of people watching these live videos every single day. And what do we see as we scroll through Live? If we even click on Live Now News, it's all Trump. You never see any Biden live videos. At least for the most part, it's always Trump. And, that's not saying that Trump's doing, a better job than Biden or whatever it may be, regardless of political views. Take the advice from what you see, people who are going extremely hard in the marketing world right now, which is for the presidential race. Take what they're doing successfully back into your own business. You could easily do Facebook Live in your own business and reach significantly more people than you do with the normal posts that you're making. So what I wanted to talk about tonight was showcasing to you, how important it was to go live and expand your reach. You may only have 1,000 people that follow your Facebook page, but if you can go live every single day, those 1,000 people may turn into 3,000 or 4,000 people over the course of the month that see your videos as they're scrolling on your timeline. We just talked with David DeSantis, who's going to be on a podcast episode that's coming out. He went live every single day in his restaurant during the coronavirus and had over 38,000 people view his videos. He only has probably 3,000 or 4,000 likes on his Facebook page, and his reach is small for that. 38,000 people saw his videos because he's going live. And for the last thing tonight, after hammering live videos and how important it is for you guys and how much I believe and you need to go live, it's so important to expand your reach, is talk a little bit about some tips for you guys for actually doing live video, so you know what you're doing and you're comfortable with doing it. So tip number one, have creative content and promote it long before you go live. So I see many restaurants do live videos maybe once a month or so, but it's always off the cuff. It's random times. They have no idea, that they're going to go live. They just see a good idea and run with it. That's not a bad thing, but if you can plan, specific content that is going to be creative and your audience is going to like it out in advance and promote it beforehand, your viewers are going to go up significantly because you've done a good job promoting it. So, for example, we talked about content ideas last week. One of those was showcasing dishes by your chef, or if you have a bartender that makes a special drink, doing that on live video. If you could do that as a series and promote it every single week, you're going to have a ton of viewers on your videos. They're going to share them. Their friends are going to see them. Your reach is just going to go through the roof. Tip number two, always offer context. With live videos, everyone doesn't just join at the beginning. So, when you're doing a live video like I am now, I've been on here for 8 minutes. It's very smart for me as a person to say, okay, guys, just as a reminder, we're here talking about, the best tips for actually doing live video, because I constantly have people joining in and out of the live throughout that entire session. Not everybody starts from the very beginning of the video. Number three, be responsive and interact with your viewers throughout the stream. So if you're doing a long type live video and you're asking questions, getting the audience involved, make sure you're reading the comments and actually responding and interacting with the people who are watching you. Number four, stream on multiple platforms, not just the one you use most often. For business, I use Facebook most often. I have 3 or 4 Facebook pages and a Facebook group. I'm constantly streaming across all of those pages. And in addition to that, I'm also live right now on YouTube and on LinkedIn. I have 3,000 followers on Facebook. I have, over 1,000 connections on LinkedIn. I think around 100 or so subscribers on YouTube. Viewership is massive right now because I'm live across all of these different channels, and you can do the same thing. And then finally, the last big tip for live video is go live often. I go live at least twice a week now, sometimes 3 times a week. It's so important. Going live is going to increase your engagement, your viewership significantly over posting pre-recorded videos. Just look at the engagement statistics I have on my own live videos versus those ones that are pre-recorded. So, bottom line, what's Trump's campaign doing right during this election, and what won them their last election? Live video. You know that there's only a couple of thousand people at those campaign rallies. They're being viewed by millions of people online. If you learn anything from this election and it can help your business, do live video. Have a good night, guys.